Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Caleb, and I like making things. That's pretty much all I need to know. Today we're going to be making the inside vest for the Sam Wilson Captain America cosplay, and I apologize for the absolute terrible audio issues that I'm going to have with this video. I'm in the process of 3D printing a helmet, so that's the noise that you're hearing right now. But yeah, I just apologize for that. And right when I'm done with this cosplay, I'm going to be taking a break from costumes and suits, and I'm going to just be focusing on like builds, like props, like the Captain America shield, the helmets, and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be focusing on, just because the cosplays, they take like an enormous amount of time, like 1 to 2 months for each one. And I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing these forever, I'm just going to take a break for now. And then I just got out of school yesterday, so I'm going to be trying to upgrade the quality of my videos a little bit, since I've got like a lot more time on my hands now. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But let's just get straight into the video.
Okay, so you're gonna want to get a long sleeve shirt that fits you kind of nicely, and then you're just gonna want to trace it like onto a piece of paper. And here I'm just looking at some reference pictures and then just tracing on the detail lines onto that paper, and I'm tracing the paper onto the fabric. The fabric I'm using is just some stretchy blue fabric, and then like some non-stretchy gray and white fabric. And the white fabric is canvas. It's like some waterproof canvas, but yeah. And then that gray fabric is just some fabric I got at Walmart. I'll link this all in the description for you guys, but now I'm just tracing that onto the gray. I'm just cutting that out with the rotary cutter, and I'm using a self-healing mat under there, and I'm tracing it onto the blue fabric. And cutting that out, it's kind of tedious. You're gonna want to listen to some music, watch a movie or something, but yeah, I'm just cutting all of that out of the white fabric. And now we're tracing some more onto the blue. Make sure to find like a chalk or whatever to trace onto it, because if you're on white fabric, the Sharpie goes through it. I wasn't too worried about it since it was a little thick, but yeah, now I just start sewing that. I sew one of the first white pieces down, then I come back to top stitch it, then I get those ends and I top stitch that good. Now I'm adding on that silver. It's supposed to be silver, but it is gray. That gray accent piece on the detail of the arm. Um, and now I'm just adding one of those white stripes that goes on the top of the shoulder. Just there, just adding that on and top stitching that as well. Top stitching is just when you go over the stitch, like here I'll show you. And then you just open that stitch up and you just stitch right on top of it. So that's top stitching. Added that blue stripe on. Now we're adding the last big white stripe that goes on there. Just putting that on there, and then I'm gonna come back and top stitch that as well. Of course, you guessed it. Um, and yeah, so now I'm going to start sewing the second arm piece, or not the second arm piece, but like the other piece of the arm. It goes exactly the same way, just sewing that through, then top stitching some more. Sewing on that white stripe and then top stitching that, obviously, of course. And now adding another blue piece right there, and now we're just going to top stitch that nice and good. Now we're gonna add another white piece here, another white stripe, and then we're just gonna go ahead and top stitch that good. Yeah. Now I'm closing up the arms. Now my arm was a little too small, and so I had to make an extension. You'll see I do that a little bit later. I'll do it in a couple seconds. But what I did is I just got the colors of fabric, sewed them together in a triangle, and then I just put that in the armpit there. Here I'm just sewing that extension here, and I'm just sewing that right into the armpit. It's quite simple. Just unstitch the stitch that you did for the arm, and then just sew that in there. And I'm just making sure those ends are nice and good. And now for the actual vest part, you're going to want to get a t-shirt that fits pretty nicely, and then just trace that onto a paper and cut out those details. The top is going to be white or blue, depending on your preference, and then the bottom is just going to be whatever you want. Since it's not even going to be seen, I'm just using some red nylon that I had left over from my other Captain America suit. I'm just cutting that out with the rotary cutter self-healing mat. Now I'm sewing together the bottom pieces or actually I'm sewing together the front and back pieces right now, and I'm sewing those together to make the vest. And now I am sewing together the little pieces for the arms, and I'm sewing on the arms, but at the shoulder. And I'm not showing you guys how to pin just because it's quite simple and straightforward, and I'd make this video like 45 minutes long. I don't want that for you guys. Um, when you're sewing, just remove the pins as you go, as you can see I'm doing here. It makes it work a lot better because I've broken so many needles. It's not fun when you break your needles. No, it's not. So I'm just sewing that sleeve on at the shoulder, and I'm sewing on the other sleeve, or yeah. Now I'm just adding a little extension where I'm going to put some Velcro on to that vest, and I'm adding the Velcro onto that vest right on the extension. Um, so yeah, make sure to get some Velcro that isn't sticky because your sewing needles will not go with the sticky Velcro. But yeah.
So I just finished the inside vest, and this is what it looks like. I've got the Velcro right here, and if you're wondering why there's like red on the bottom, that's because I was trying to maximize my fabric savability, I guess you could say. I was trying to save my fabric for the pants. So yeah, that's why I used the red, and it won't even be seen because the actual vest is going to go on top of this, the one with all the details. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. The arms, right here, the shoulders, and the other shoulder, the arms. Yeah, I'm like quite happy with this. It fits really, really nicely. Yeah. If you like this video or found it informative in any way, don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe if you like my content and want to see more. I realize that 80% of you guys watching my videos aren't subscribed, so I don't know what's up with that. Subscribe. But I post videos every single Friday, and come back next week to see the video on the full vest that goes over this with all the details, and the wrist guards and the shoulder bells for this particular piece of the suit. And yeah.